Business owners don't want numbers. They don't even want to see the balance sheet or the P&L and all that stuff. What excites you about the numbers does not necessarily excite the business owner. What excites the business owner is what those numbers can do for them.
Business owners are not excited about the numbers. If they were excited about numbers, they would have become mathematicians or accountants. No, they care about what those numbers mean to them. So if they make X, then they can get that long-deserved holiday, or retire at age 50, or even open up that new store or hire that great new manager to run the day-to-day so they can focus on growing their business and go from surviving to thriving. So your conversation needs to revolve around what the business owner actually wants to achieve, not their BAS. So how do you find out? Well, you ask them. It's really hard, so you may have to practice in front of the mirror a few times. So-and-so, just first follow me. So-and-so, what are you really trying to achieve? That's it, done. And then you just ask a few more questions till you fully understand what they're actually trying to achieve. And then repeat it back to them. Better than they can, if possible. So now, it's the end goal that's really driving them, not 2% here or 3% there. Now, I'd wager that spending the time and really finding out what your clients actually want to achieve will be of massive value to you. Not only the fact that you just showed your client that you actually care and that you're willing to build a relationship, but they're not just a number in your system. Here's the honest truth. Most business owners don't actually have a clue what the goal is. Many of them don't even know why they're in business to begin with. They just had some technical skill and thought, I'm going to be my own boss. Work the hours I want to, spend the time with the family, and just earn more money without some lunatic boss telling me what to do. But this is how it usually works out. They trade one boss in for many because all of their customers become their boss. They work 14-hour days, they work on weekends, and even if they make good money, they're wondering what the point is. And on top of that, they usually go broke anyway. Especially when something changes in the market, because they're so busy working in their business and not on their business that they don't see those changes. And they can see a million ways for it to go wrong, but no way for it to go right. And they go back working for that boss they started with. The whole thing is stacked against them. Their systems are killing them, their staff is killing them, the competition is killing them, the government's killing them, and it all seems to go on and on. They're completely lost. They need some help. And you know who's in the best position to supply that help? Their accountant. They're in the best position because they actually trust you. And it's not just about keeping them compliant, any of that stuff anymore. It's about helping them achieve their goals. Many business owners have done, all they've done is made a job for themselves. Yet they want more. And that's where they need some guidance. And you can provide that guidance. Just remember, just because they trust you doesn't mean they'll actually stick with you. They're after more, and that's where you need to step up. So how can you step up? How can you become different from every other firm in your town? By finding out what your client really wants and why, and help them understand their own goals and the point of it all. Just by doing that, you have made your firm completely different from every other firm in town, and on top of that, will make you more money, and your clients will get the help they desperately need. If my accountant says, "Hey Zach, how's it going? What are you trying to achieve? Have you got a plan? Do you need to speak to someone? How's it all going for you?" Or even better, anticipate what I need. For example, if I want to open up a branch overseas, you could call me and say, "Hey, we've got this guy in Brisbane. He specializes in international taxation. How would you like to spend the afternoon with him?" Or, "How would you like to spend the afternoon with Trevor, working out some growth and marketing strategies for your new branch?" You know, if you can do this puts you light years ahead of the competition. And that's what's happening here at my accounting firm, Shepherd & Dudley. Because of the work they've done with Trevor from Marchant Dallas, okay, look at it this way. I have a friend that I'm encouraging to come here and have a chat with Frank. If all goes well, he will change accounting firms. Now, let me play this scenario out for you. We'll call my friend Bill. If Bill decides to change to Frank, he will either do one of two things. He will either go and see his current accounting firm and say that he's changing, or he will ask Frank to send him a letter. That's it, done. It's literally moving paperwork from one file to another. Now, what's Bill's old accounting firm going to say at the end of the year? Well, that Bill was probably just trying to save some money. Or it's the economy, or something stupid like that. It's just not the truth. Bill is simply looking for a relationship and someone to help achieve his goals. Not one of them will say, was it us? Did we get it wrong? Did we get involved enough? Did we support him towards his goals? Did we speak to him the way he wants to be spoken to? Did we even ask the right questions? Does he feel that we are someone he can trust and rely upon? Now, I know that in the 2 years Bill has been with his accounting firm, never once have they asked him, what is he trying to achieve? What is the plan? And how is that working for you? And can we help in any way? Nothing. So why should Bill stay with his accounting firm? Now, if all you're going to do is tax, well, it becomes a commodity. It's price driven. But by building a relationship and helping people achieve their goals, well, what's that worth? You can't put a price on it because it becomes about value, not price. And as you know, Frank has arranged for Trevor to come into my business and help me unstick it. And to be honest, a lot of the things he said, I probably already knew, but I needed someone from the outside to come in and just give me a different perspective, because sometimes we get tunnel visioned and we just can't see these things. So what role can you play with your clients? I believe, well, let me put it this way. If I was your competitor, I would first strengthen all my clients' relationships to the extent that I'd go overboard. It would be easier for them to get a divorce than leave me. And then I would ask those clients if they knew anybody else that could benefit from our services. Plug the holes in the bucket. I would obsess over it. It would become my number one goal. Remember, there is a sea of sameness out there. Everyone says we're better than everyone else, but the truth is you're probably not. Business owners don't just want an accountant that does their tax and tells them, well, you did well or good this year. They don't want that. No, they want an accountant that says, what are you trying to achieve? How can we help you put a map together that makes this real? They don't just want people to say, they don't want someone just goes to them and says, you need to make more money. Well, and then you go to your accountant and say, well, how do I do that? And they say, decrease your costs, increase your sales. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Most people know what they have to do, but they just don't know how to do it. That's not what businesses need help with, is what they need to do. It's how to do it. So, look at it this way. What is one of the most important variables in any business? Retention rate. You can spend thousands of dollars and you can get customers to come in. But if they all leave, well, there's a hole in your bucket, dear Liza. So instead of spending heaps of money trying to fill up a colander, how about you get a bloody bucket? Because if you can turn those customers into loyal, not just loyal, but raging fans about your business, they're not just going to stay with you. They will tell all of their friends. So look at this from a purely selfish point of view. By spending a little bit of time to understand your clients, help them achieve their goals, and then you get a client forever, and they will help you do your marketing, your costs go down, your income goes up. But most businesses owners are happy. But even then, just go back. Even then, most business owners are happy to pay for the help they get anyway. So you don't even really lose much. You're not really losing anything. And the businesses grow, even if they don't pay. And if their businesses grow, you grow. So it's a win-win either way you look at it. But this is what most accounting firms would say. When people find us, they never leave us. And they tell all of their friends. It's probably a lie, but anywho. The key is when they find you. The problem is they can't find you, you say. Well, they can. You just have to be different. Most businesses go out there and say, we have leaflets. We have a brochure. We even got the glossy one instead of the matte version. We have some business cards. We've even got a website. We've got a fancy sign at the door, and they think they're above average. They're not. It doesn't work that way, and it never did. There's nothing more than what Trevor calls technical trivia. You need that stuff. But it's really not moving the needle in the right direction for you. And they don't even really attract customers because everyone else has them. It's like standing on your tippy toes in a crowd. It's fine, you can see further well, but as soon as you stand on, everyone else stands on the tippy toes, and it really doesn't make a difference. So we really need to wake up and start talking to our clients, no matter what business we're in. If you're in business to serve business people, you have an obligation to help their businesses grow. You have to find out where their bus is heading and how you can help them get there. I know if Bill leaves his accounting firm and goes to Frank, his old accounting firm will say things like, hey, we prepared his forms, we got his tax sorted out, we kept him compliant, what more does he want for X amount per month? Well, how about finding out what my ambitions are? How about what are my personal growth and professional growth areas that I'm keen on? I think that some firms, I know, are just too easy to hide behind their qualifications. Just make sure you're not that firm. Thank you.